From the Stream Center in Abilene, Texas, the home of KTAB and KRBC, this is Cross-Examine on BigCountryHomepage.com.
KTAB is launching a new podcast, this one taking an in-depth look at true crime cases from right here in the Big Country. Here to tell us all about it, this new show, are the hosts, Victor Sotillo, Erica Garner, and Adam Singleton. All three of you obviously are already in the building, so it was nothing for you to just walk on over and
Step out of the booth.
Step out of the booth. Y'all got to record your first podcast today. How was that?
It happened today. It was very interesting. Actually, not just the podcast, but experiencing recording that in a kind of a new way is also. It was very fun today.
And Adam, you kind of came up with this idea. Victor obviously helped you kind of put things together with the details, but what made you say this is a podcast that the Big Country needs?
Well, this is something that Victor and I have been talking about for a long time, is here on the broadcast side of things here on TV, you know, the most we can really get into with a case is maybe a mugshot and then a plea or a verdict, and that's it. And so we thought, okay, we have more time, we can go into more depth and really get into the details and say everything, and then eventually, you know, we want to get, you know, kind of both sides of everything.
Yeah.
So it's not just, you know, what the court documents say, but you're also just getting a little bit of everything.
More in depth.
More in depth.
Yeah, like we did our pilot episode today, and it was kind of a cut and dry capital murder case involving the robbery and murder of an air traffic controller here, but we ended up learning a lot about the suspect and his childhood, and it just made it we honestly ended up with a lot of sympathy for the guy. Just learning the stuff you wouldn't learn in day-to-day news coverage.
This was a 1979 murder of an air traffic controller that stretched from Abilene all the way to Hobbs, New Mexico.
And y'all kind of have a list together of different crime cases that y'all are going to cover, and it's not just murder, there's all kinds of stuff. And so Adam, give us kind of a rundown of what you've got on the list.
Oh gosh,
on the docket, I should say.
We have so many that we came up with. There was actually an article a couple years ago that Carly Cross posted on our website of a lot of in-depth cases, and so that one I took a lot from, but also, I mean, there's a lot to come.
So many. And we're looking for suggestions. We can go pull court documents. It's kind of what we did here. We went and pulled court documents, testimony from court cases, and we just did a month of research and put together a podcast.
And this was just like a lesser known one. We have some pretty big name cases here. I know Tiffany Klepeek has been making the rounds in all of our meetings. So we will be having an episode on her for sure. And I know the Niblo case is recent, but that was also very involved. I was sat in the trial for that. So
And I want to ask too, because obviously you're still doing your day-to-day jobs. So how much time outside of that are y'all using to put together this podcast?
There's something unique that works out here. Adam produces this show and 5, 6, and does all kinds of stuff.
Everything.
So he kind of acts, and this was Erica's idea, acts as almost the audience member who's listening, and maybe goes, "Oh, wait a minute, you said this. Here's the question that I have," and we're hoping that he's anticipating the listeners
and what they want to hear,
and the questions that they have.
And Erica's really our researcher for this.
She's so great at it. If y'all didn't know Erica.
You poured through, it was like a 900-page document.
800-something pages worth of
That is all Erica.
I didn't read them all, but we were able to get some good information out of there for sure.
So y'all are still putting some journalistic integrity into this. Obviously still doing all the research, making sure the facts are right, but also putting a spin on it. And these crime podcasts, I listen to them. Crime Junkie, Morbid, there's so many on Spotify, and these are like #1 podcasts. And so that's kind of where this idea came from, is to just localize that and bring that to Abilene.
Yeah, Crime Junkie was kind of our inspiration, and we just wanted to make it Big Country and keep it focused here.
Victor, what are you going to say?
Quick little tease on this first podcast. You walk by this place on the Cedar Creek Trail.
That's right.
If you go walk near South 7th, you walk near this place where this murder happened, maybe happened. But it's near South 7th. You walk by it. We're going to show you where that is in this podcast.
Is this a weekly thing, monthly thing? What are y'all planning on that?
Monthly.
Probably monthly. It's a lot of research.
Yeah. This one's a two-parter, this first one.
All right. We appreciate y'all coming on. I cannot wait to listen. I'm a huge crime junky in a sense, but I appreciate y'all coming on and doing all this research and making this a fun podcast to listen to. If you would like to listen to this or any of our other podcasts, just head to our website, bigcountryhomepage.com, and then you can look under the podcast tab.